Well, all right. Let's see if this thing is going live. We assume that we're going live. It says that we're live. So welcome back to St. Ansgar. This is game 3 of 3 here at the St. Ansgar Invite. The Invite, maybe formerly known as the Cedar River Classic. I'm not sure exactly how that goes out. You know, it's tough. If we change it, then we got to get used to the new name. If we haven't changed it, then what am I talking about? In either case, in general, it's a St. Ansgar Invite. Is it specifically called the Cedar River Classic? Yeah, maybe not. But these Saints are getting warmed up for this one. We just saw the Saints defeat the Charles City Comets. And then we saw Key defeat the Charles City Comets. Charles City's out of here. Thanks for joining us today, folks and friends from Charles City. Now it's time for the St. Ansgar Saints to take on the Keyhawks. And we're going to do that here in just a couple minutes. Got to get a scoreboard set up here for Scott Winia, who's running the score for us. He is down there. He is ready. I'm not sure. Let's see if the camera can spot him. Oh, there he is. There he is. That's the man, the myth, the legend, Scott Winia, in his natural habitat. We're back right after this with the start of this one. St. Ansgar versus Key. Don't go anywhere. This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed and St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
You know, the EJ has an app available to download in your app store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. K Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints.
Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete.
Our community has been incredibly supportive, whether it be from donations or people just banding together to help out with small projects.
The staff are friendly, the atmosphere is great, and there's a great daily structure. Stacyville Kids Care is very important to the community because it helps bring in young families in the community, which in turn helps our small businesses and our community overall.
We are striving for greatness and pushing all the boundaries to be great.
Well. Oh, thank you. I have no idea if I'm coming through on the stream because I sure as heck can't hear myself. But, oh yeah, this is the one that's funny, we've determined. I got the funny headset. That's a good chance for me to explore and see what the real issue is here. Candle Genius here. We are getting ready. Get some music going. So I'm just telling you, I'm just going to keep my noise going. And the reason I do that is because YouTube doesn't like us to play music that has been copyrighted. That's what we have going on in the background here. We're trying not to let it through, but we're getting ready here. St. Ansgar Saints are preparing to take on these Keyhawks. Two great teams here today. And this showdown is, we got some stats in front of us, but what I don't know is how is the Keyhawks record. Saints come in 12-2 after a tough loss at Newman last night. Well-played game by both teams. I'd say a few miscues were probably the difference in that game. I know Jay Sweesaw started on the mound for the Saints, and man, he's good at working the outside of the zone pitching-wise, and wasn't getting the calls probably the way he likes to see them, or the way that I like to see them. But in either case, Saints go down 4-5 in that one. Take them to a record of 12-2. Rebounded early in this one against Charles City, and we are back now in a key matchup with Key. On the mound, Riker Hoffman, number 6, pitching to number 27, Trey Cota, a sophomore, with a .365 batting average, of .468 on base percentage. He swings, he misses. I didn't get my scoreboard set up the way I would. We're going to hold this camera angle here for you while I go do that so that our main man, Scott Winia, can have great job by Riker on that one. Okay. Baseball scoreboard. Let's make the change. Great play by Vroom. Gets it to number 5, Sweesaw at first base. I see that our main man, Scott Winia, is running the scoreboard, so let's get that scoreboard added for you here. 2 up, 2 down so far in this one. Riker Hoffman, Saints senior, number 6 on the mound for these Saints. Should have called it. He was over the plate. 0-2 is the count. So, yes, that is a called strike. Swinging strike, we should say. If you're looking for the Debbie Cam, we don't have that one set up today. We'll get you a scoreboard here. Well, there it is. Riker Hoffman, 1, 2, 3. That is an efficient inning. 9 pitches. We saw a lot of that from Colton Winia in the first game. We hope to see a whole lot more of it here. Saints, 0. Keyhawks, 0. Bottom 1 coming right up.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
All right, back here in St. Ansgar, Keyhawks versus St. Ansgar Saints. Bottom of one. A man they call Gus up to bat. Saint Senior Gus Walk. Let's talk about number 15, Gus Walk. Kid's got 12 hits, all of them singles so far in the season. We'd take one of those here. 343 is his average. 582 is his on-base percentage. And 2-0 is the count as he's standing on the box. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Bottom of one. Tied up zeros. On the mound here for the Keyhawks, Jordan Cota, senior. 5 starts. He's pitched in 6 games. He's 5-0 is his record. The hit to third base is thrown to first in time to get Gus out on that one. Bring up number 2 in the order here, Anthony Schnabel, just a freshman. A little bit of wind in my microphone. Apologize for that. I got some tools to help us with the wind issue. Hopefully this helps us out a little bit. Still hear it in my ears. Hopefully you don't hear it at home too much. Chat's open. If you do, let me know. If you're wondering about girls softball score, girls win 9-4 in their second game. Young Mr. Anthony Schnabel finds his way to first base on that one, and with Schnabel on first and 1 out here in the bottom of 1, Jace Weesaw comes up to bat. Oh boy, Jace is too far off. I don't mean Jace. I'm sorry. Schnabel is too far off. Jace is at bat. I think Jim Hanson's going to say, hey. All right. So the call is runner interference. I'm going to switch my mic out here because I can't hear myself. I'd like to know if I'm heard in the world out there. Okay. Where the check. I'm hearing nothing right now. Two, 4. Three. Check. All right, we got. Check. All right, well, kind of getting to the bottom of it here with the headsets. Sorry for all that. All right, 3-1's count on Jace here. We're going to go back here in just a moment to what happened on first base. And right field makes a good play on that one. Diving catch. Didn't quite grab that in the camera, but Jace we saw out on a hit that we thought might fall. But if you're wondering what happened there on first base, obviously the pitcher's really working these base runners, or specifically Schnabel. And nearly had him the first time. The second time, Schnabel, I would say, more clearly made it back to the base in time. However, it was determined that the first baseman blocked the base and therefore prevented Schnabel from being able to get to the base. So they said interference on the base runner on that one. So they advanced him to second base for free on that. And that's where we stand here with Schnabel on second base. That's how we got there. Riker Hoffman up to bat here for the Saints. He takes strike 2 there. The count is 1-2. 2 outs, bottom of 1. This Key team is very good, and we expect a very good game. That's a pretty good looking pitch from here. Called the ball. Jordan Cota, a senior on the mound here. Second baseman Wisely. He knows he's not going to grab that off the first bounce off of the green grass there, the infield. So backs off a little bit so we can get a better look at that one. Gathers it up and throws him out at first. That's out number 3 here. Ending the first inning, Keyhawks 0, St. Ansgar Saints 0. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe,
buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
All right, we're back. St. Senior Wrecker Hoffman on the mound. With the breeze down, the Bugs are moving in. Number 7, Carter Seats, a senior. 19 starts. He has 29 hits. 23 for single, 4 for double, 2 for triple. And he was looking to add one there, but robbed away from him by Saints freshman Porter Sweesaw with a really nice catch on that one. Great job, Porter, the quarter. Number 25 on the jersey. Porter, the quarter. One out here, top of 2. Senior, number 4, Braden Darling up to bat. 16 hits, 12 for single, 4 for double. Fouls one off. 1-2 is the count. Last 4 for the Keyhawks. Beat Postville 14-0. Beat Turkey Valley 13-1. Beat Turkey Valley 14-3. Lost to Iowa Valley, playing a lot of Valley, 7-6. And won against Tipton 10-8. That goes down as ball 4. And Darling will take a walk. Up to bat, another senior, Dalton Mutterman. 40 at-bats, 11 hits, 7 for single, 2 for double. A triple and a homer. Seth shots behind the plate today. If you watched earlier, you saw Landon Yinger back there. Did a great job against Charles City. Have a seat. You'll be glad you did. Two O's account here. One out. Runner on first. Dalton Mutterman up to bat. Great. That's a scary good pitch. I feel like you swing at that one and you're bound to hit that thing a long ways, but he lets it go by him. Something sneaky about it. 2-1's a count. Hit by pitch, and Mutterman will take his base. Brody Fana Jr. up to bat. 42 at-bats, 10 hits. That's 8 singles and a double. 238 average, 429 on-base percentage. Foul ball. One-on-one's count here. Just joining us, Hoffman. 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Not quite like that here in the second, but these Keyhawks still held scoreless so far. Runners on first and second, 1 out. 2-1 is the count against the batter. Seth Schatz behind the plate here for the Saints. That's a tough one for the Saints. Puts these Keyhawks in a pretty good situation with only 1 out. Base runners and the batter fan will go consult with their coach as Coach Devin Sweesaw for the Saints takes a moment to talk with his athletes. Keyhawks sitting on top of the Upper Iowa Conference. 8-0. Behind them, MFL Marmac 8-1. South Wynn at 5-3. Clayton Ridge at 4-1. Tricky Valley at 2-8. North Fayette Valley 1-8. And Postville is 0-5 in the conference. And we're back. Doing a little base runner management here. Ball four. These bases are loaded here with one out for these Keyhawks. Good news for the Saints. Chance for double play. Good news for the Keyhawks. Base hit's going to score 2. All right. Up to bat number 11, Kyle Moss Jr. 30 at-bats, 4 hits, all of them singles. Saints looking to turn 2. Through Vrooms. Arms. And that's that base hit we're talking about. It's going to score 2. It happens just like that. Saints have a chance to turn 2. That one sneaks through Vroom's hands. 2-runner score. Hard hit infield ball. That's why you do it. And another single goes to Moss's record as number 8. Come back here, little buddy. Justin Wagner Jr. comes up. 7 hits, all singles so far on the year for Wagner. Fouls that one off. 0-2 is the count. Great job by Jay Sweesaw to go get that one, and now we got 2 outs. Chance to make a play here either at second or at first. Trey Cota, sophomore, up to bat. 23 hits so far for Trey. 19 singles, 4 doubles. Got himself an average of 365 with an on-base percentage of 468. Jackson Vroom puts a glove in the air, catches that one, and holds these Keyhawks to 2 runs here at the top of 2. We're going to be back here at the bottom of 2 when we come back. Saints up, looking to even the score or better. Don't go anywhere.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
And we're back. Saints Junior. Jackson Vroom up to bat right now for the Saints. Don't know why my volume's up so high. Sorry about that for those who are having to endure all of that. Two ones to count against Vroom. We started this game with Jordan Cota Sr. on the mound, and Jordan Cota Sr. still on the mound. 24 pitches in. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Ooh. And that will go down as the first strikeout for Vroom on the season. He has been incredible. Bring it up. Number 12, Colton Winia. If you're looking for a softball update, I got that. Saints win 9-4 over Garner Hayfield Ventura. And they're just getting some good bounces. I think they're gauging them well out there, understanding where they need to be in order to gather that ball up and send it to first base. Winnie is out at first base on that one. Congratulations, Lady Saints, with a 9-4 victory over the Garner Hayfield Ventura team. They'll play one more against Riceville. I think that's probably, I don't have it in front of me, but he's starting soon if it hasn't already. Number 25, Porter the Quarter. Porter Sweesaw up to bat, playing shortstop today. Outside pitch. Same deal. You saw shortstop back up to make sure he's getting the right bounce on that one. Well played by these Keyhawks. Saints score none. And we'll be back with the top three after this message.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider, committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Number 1, Tanner Trundle up to bat, sophomore. Great job. Schnabel in center field doing what Schnabel does. Top of his lungs, screaming the situations. You got to know the situation. 1 down here. Top of 3. Saints down by 2. Number 23, Jordan Cota up to bat. Pitching tonight. This team collectively has a lot of at-bats, and camera was not in the right position to see that hit by pitch. Appears to be in pain on that. Swinging on the west by number 7, Carter Seats, a senior. 33. Oh, I'm looking at pictures. I'm sorry here. Stats I have, or pitching stats aren't really going to help us, are they? He attempts bunt. Sticks with it. Strike is a call. 0-2 is the count. .23 singles, 4 doubles, 2 triples. Receipts. Kind of dribbles into right field. And now we got runners on first and second here with 1 out in the top 3. Braden Darling, senior, up to bat. 12 singles and a double so far on the year with his .291 average and .417 on base percentage. Up to date? Question mark. I'm not sure. This is what Bound is telling me right now. Great pitch. Hoffman's been battling a little bit of an ankle injury, but he's been doing pretty good here today. Great job on that last one to get to first base. Runners advancing as the ball bounces off the chest of Seth Schatz. Seth calling a quick timeout as both runners now in scoring position. Braden Darling up to bat. Good job by Sweesaw. He's got to take his foot off the bag on that one and jump and grab it. Gets the out, but these Keyhawks get the score on the bunt, advance from second to third base. And now 2 outs, plays at 1. Saints now down by 3. Dalton Mutterman up to bat here. Great pitch. Mutterman, 3-1 count. Stare down. Coach visits the mound. Mutterman takes a moment on his way to first base to stare down the pitcher. Giving the impression that maybe the pitch was intentional. Didn't see that from here, but we're going to take a moment here. Talk to our players. With the runners on first and third. Come up with a plan. See that QR code down in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. If you're watching this from home, enjoying watching this for free. Our goal is to always keep this stream free to watch. None of our volunteers here get paid to do what we do. 100% of the proceeds donated from that QR code go right directly to the St. Ansgar Athletic Fund. It's as if you bought a ticket to the game, right? Everybody who's here paid to be here. So thanks for those who are able to join us live. If you were unable to join us live, well, that's what Saints TV is for. So please feel free to scan and donate. We've had a tremendous feedback and tremendous support from our local, not just our local community, but from those who are watching from other teams who appreciate being able to watch it. Costs a lot of money to keep these things going. Weekend events, umpires. Feel free to scan that code and contribute as you are will with the confidence that 100% of the proceeds go right back to the athletic fund of our public school system. Mason Whelan on the mound are warming up here for the Saints. Now we know that Hoffman has had some issues with his ankle and controversial or not controversial last pitch of. Was there anything intentional about that? I would say, well, no. But if there's an ankle issue that's causing those pitches to not go where he wants them to go, then maybe it's a good time to rest that ankle. We're going to put Beeland in there. Mason Beeland's done a great job. Did a great job last night at Newman. Earlier in the week, he served us well. Just a sophomore, left-handed sophomore. Pretty good pickoff move. So here we are. 2 outs here in the top of this third inning. Number 6, Brody Fayen, a junior, up to bat here for these Keyhawks. Balmy 81 degrees outside. Probably feels warmer than that hanging out in the sun. Umpires wearing their black today. Outside pitch, 2-0. Gus Walker third, Porter Sweesaw at short. Jackson Room at second. Jace Sweesaw at first. Colt Winnie out in left field. We got Anthony Schnabel in center. And then right, you got to get to know Joe Clevenger. If you're just joining us, Saints and Hawks both scoreless the first inning. Keyhawks score 2 in the second and a 1 so far here in the third. Saints, of course, held scoreless so far. Ball 4 is going to juice the bases, give the Saints a chance to get a force out anywhere. While coach is saying nothing hurt, I would agree. Another quick timeout. Kyle Mossa Jr. coming into today, 4 hits, 4 singles. We saw him hit 1 earlier, so we know his stat is actually better than that. I'm just going off a bound. Up and over is not a play I see Beelan do too terribly often. Being a lefty, he likes to play at first base. Oof. Moss leans as if he thinks that one's maybe on the outside, but that one comes across the plate as a strike, and that's an 0-2 count here for Moss. Strike 3 for out number 3. Great job, Mason Beelan, getting us out of this one. Saints down by 3 in this one. Keyhawks 3. St. Ansgar Saints 0. Saints looking to put some runs on the board right after this message, so don't go anywhere.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education.
We're back. And in the 8th spot, Landon Yinger hitting for Seth shots today. Designated hitter. Just a freshman is Yinger. Coda still on the mound here for these Keyhawks. Looking to change it up a little bit. Bring the count to 1-2. Yinger, good hard hit through the middle, well fielded by the shortstop. Good throw to first base. And that's out number 1 here against these Saints in the bottom of 3. You got to get to know Joe. If you don't know Joe, you really just don't know. It's Joe Clevenger. Saints right fielder tonight. Take strike 1. Pops that one up. Shortstop makes a great catch on that one. That's an athletic play on why these small schools pride themselves in having athletes more than specialists. That's just an athletic play. See the ball, get your feet to it, get your hand up there, make that catch. Back to the top, number 15, Gus Walk. Incoming pitch. Ball high, 1-2 the count here against Saints senior Gus Walk. And again. Gus thinks about that one, lets it go past, and that is called strike 3 for Walk. And these Saints will take the field. The top of 4 when we come back, so don't you dare go anywhere.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
All right, we're back. Mason Beeland on the mound. After bat number 8, Wagner, who's DHing for number 3, Connolly, who's playing right field tonight. Number 9 in the batting order. Great pitch. Wagner's a junior. We covered these things earlier, but I'd like to catch up on them from time to time throughout the game. 7 hits, all singles so far. 219 average, 286 on base percentage. Now that is going to fill the count. Full count here against Wagner. Pretty good hit out to shallow left field, gathered up by Colton Winia. He gets it in, but Wagner finds his way on first base and brings us right back to the top of the order. Trey Cota lays down a bunt. Advances the runner. Saints get the out. 1 out here. Runner on second. Top of 4. Saints down by 3. Keyhawks scored 2 in the first, 2 in the third. 2 in the second, 1 in the third. That's how we get here. Trundle, number 1, playing second base tonight. Not a bad pitch, comes in a little high. This one's a little low. 2-0's the count. Good job by Seth by keeping that one in front of him. That ball in the dirt sometimes tricky to track. Base runner stays at second. 3-0 is the count. I don't expect a swing here unless it's a really, really nice pitch. And that's ball 4. I'm sure it's getting hot out there on the mound, so coach is going to take a moment here to give Beeland a little bit of a break, I suspect. I would tell a few jokes. Hey, if you're not familiar with Cedar Summer Stock, we got a lot of college kids in town who are working on their acting careers. We saw Lion King here a couple weekends ago. Great performance. Had a lot of local kids in it. Not a lot of college kids in that one. Got a few more coming up. You want to check out Cedar Summer Stock Theater. These guys are doing 4 full-on plays, musicals throughout the summer. It's amazing the amount of work that goes into this, but it's sensational. They practice here in St. Ansgar, and then they do their final shows on the weekends in Osage at the Cedar River Complex. Nice auditorium that seats, I'd say roughly 500, something like that. So the sound is great. It's a hyper professional production here in Little Mitchell County, Iowa. That's absolutely worth checking out. And we are going to put Zach Jensen on the mound, just freshman. I'll say a freshman with some velocity. We've been seeing a little bit of Zach here and there. Coach says, let's mix things up a little bit here today. Thank you, Lady Genius, for the Fan of Destiny. That was Lady Genius, wasn't it? Brought the Fan of Destiny for us? You had it. She plugged it in. All right, Wallace. Thanks for plugging in the Fan of Destiny, Lady Genius. So with that, Mason Beelan is going to come out as pitcher. Zach Jensen will come in as pitcher. And Jensen has thrown a total of 12 varsity pitches coming into today, faced 3 overall batters. Has a whip of 3 and ERA of 0. It's good ERA, but get a little truer stat here with some additional pitches. That first one goes through the zone enough. For Cota to stick his bat out. Another one through the zone, a swing fouled behind him. That feels like it was going to drop, but Porter Sweesaw all over that one, and an equally athletic move that we saw the Keyhawks make from the shortstop position last inning. Great job, Porter Sweesaw. Might have expected center fielder to have that one, but he might have been playing back deep enough. That brings us to 2 outs here. Force out here on any bag, and not a bad situation here for these Saints. Sigh of relief, I'm sure, coming from these Saints, as we now have 2 outs. Jensen on the mound, doing well, doing his job here. Great pitch through the zone. Seats, left fielder, up to bat. Number 7 on his jersey. And that foul is going to be strike number 2. 0-2 is the count here. For Seats, who's used to getting hits, 23 singles, 4 doubles, and a triple so far on the year. I'm sure he's hungry and has a great 2-strike approach, but let's see how it looks right here. Great fastball by Jensen. I miss little Debbie. Great velocity, especially for such a young guy. Oh, 2's the count. 2 outs. 2 runners on base at first and second. Keyhawks lead. They scored 2 in the second, 1 in the third. Saints would like to get out of this. Want to go put some runs on the board for themselves. Great pitch by Jensen. Zach Jensen comes in relieving Mason Beeland. Great job by these Saints and Jensen. Great catch by Porter in that one. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this message. With the bottom of 4, Saints looking to put some runs on the board.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
You know, the EJ has an app available to download in your App Store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise.
We're back. Coda pitching. Schnabel hitting. Saints down by 3, bottom of 4. Here in St. Ansgar. Candle Genius solo with you today. Sorry, we don't get the usual chatter of Lady Genius or Kimba Tsunami or Fritzalicious, Diesel Den. Got a lot of good helpers. If you're looking for softball, I should check. I'm not sure if that game is happening right now. Be happening on a different stream. Great job. Anthony Schnabel. How many walks? 5 walks on the season. Two good teams. We kind of assumed that we may have a low-scoring game. This one's a 7-inning game. Here we're at the bottom of 4. So if you're the Keyhawks, you got 3 innings left. For the Saints, 4 innings left. Saints got to find a way to put up some runs, and that's going to be a really tough way to do it. Caught made. Shallow left field. Out number 1, Schnabel stranded at first base. Up to bat. Now pitching. Number 22, Zach Jensen. That's funny, Not Your Average Joe just came up and says, hey, fun fact here. Our pitcher, Jordan Cota, senior, has faced 88 batters so far this season. He struck out 21 coming into this game with only 3 walks. He's only walked 3 over 88 batters, like a tremendous statistic. And twice today, he's walked a dude named Anthony Schnabel. Just something about that guy, right? And he does like to work the runners, especially this one. 2-1 is the count here. It's about a day between pitches here with all the base runner management. He doesn't like how Schnabel leads off, I think. That one goes foul. 2-2 is the count. Brian Pierce, thanks for checking in. Hey to you, too. Must be umping somewhere today. I don't know. Maybe you're doing less of that. Thanks for chiming in. Strikeout for number 22, Jensen. Brings up number 4. Go from Zachary to Jackson. Zach to Jax. Put a bet on one here, kid. Not sure if it's normal for them to play this much at first base or if they just don't like how Schnabel leads off. And either case, Schnabel so far so good. He earlier in the game was actually advanced second base on a interference from the first baseman who kind of put his foot in the path. Didn't give him a clear path to first base. Well, these are close. Schnabel just knows how far he can go. And for Vroom, like we said, it's a long time between pitches out there, standing in the sun, just kind of waiting for these to come for you because we end up going to first base here a time or two. There's another one. There we go. Now we got a free one. So you do that enough times, that's bound to happen. He's got a good arm. And when you're whipping it like that, that's just a little bit low. If the trajectory is just a little bit low and you get a little bit of a bounce and the first baseman can't get a glove on it instead of an out, which I would assume they're used to getting outs. He's got a really, really good move. First baseman's really good. These guys certainly have done this a lot together. Schnabel good at knowing how far he can go on that one, and he's now at second base. 2 outs here against these Saints. Vroom would like to put one into play here, and that is not probably what he dreamed up. That's out number 3 here at the bottom of the 4. Saints strand one on the bases. And we're going to be back with the top of 5. Score, Saints 0, Keyhawks 3. Don't go anywhere.
Not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
You know, the EJ has an app available to download in your App Store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. K Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints.
Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete.
Our community has been incredibly supportive, whether it be from donations or...
All right, we're back here to St. Ansgar. Thank you, St. Ansgar State Bank, by the way, for sponsoring those daycare ads. That's such a generous thing for you to have done here on Saints TV. If you want to get your business sponsored on Saints TV, just email me. I know my name is Candle Genius, but sometimes I go by Eric, and Eric is my email, eric@saintstv.com, and say, hey, I want to get my business signed up. What do I got to do? I want to be part of this. We do this all year long. More and more and more streams. More parents are stepping up to do it. As a matter of fact, there's a softball game streaming right now. I just looked into it. It's on the V8 cricket. Should have had a V8 cricket cam over there in Riceville. Saints are taking on the Riceville Wildcats. The ladies will tune in with an update as we get one, or as we get an opportunity for one. But Zach Jensen just doing a great job here on the mound for the Saints. 1-1 is the count. Tremendous velocity on these pitches. That goes down as a hit by pitch against Darling, who's playing first base tonight. Got some calls here by the key coach. Runs are tough to come by. Tough play there, about as perfect as a bunt could be, but that's a... Oh, he's out at one. He got his foot off the base on one. All right, so we're going to have a conversation here. Jace Weesaw with a ball in his glove. That play was live, 100% live. Ball's behind him, the base runner. In this case, Mutterman there, right? So picks up to adjust. Coach is saying something to the effect of couldn't see the base. I'm not sure what it was, but he's pretty matter-of-fact about it. Says, hey, look, he's out. He's out. A little bit of a conference here. Coach Weesaw looks displeased, and the coach on the other side looks happy. Runner stays on first. Jim Hansen wants to have a conversation with coach. All right, so interesting situation here. Runner was called out. He took his foot off the bag and base ump Senny. Very matter-of-factly called him out. It was a live ball. Everybody's ball's back in. Jace Sweesaw smartly tags the runner. He's called out. But after some discussion, he's called safe. And the man behind the plate put some extra rules in place here for our Saints head coach, I believe. So, back to work here. Top of 5. Jensen. The 2-2 count here against the batter. Fayen, shortstop tonight. We've seen him make some great plays at shortstop. And we see Jensen putting some nice heat on him here. Tip foul. Full count. Runners at first and third. No outs. Saints down by 3. He's under it again. Got a runner running. Doesn't matter. That one goes foul. Pop fly. Ah. That was trouble. I feel like Vroom had that. Joe was approaching. Sorry, I had some audio issues there. May have gone silent. I'm not even sure what happened here. It's a bad wire here. Moss playing third base tonight. Had a hit earlier. I think 4 singles coming into this game. Had a hit earlier, depending on how you mark it down. It was a hard hit base to second, or a hard hit ball to second base that ends up getting him on to first. Don't know if that goes as a hit or an error, but in either case. Hello, Lady Genius. I don't know what mic that is, so you just have to play around a little bit. There you go.
Is that it?
Number 4.
Oh, there we are. I was just listening to you. Had to run home quick, and you sounded so lonely. I thought I'd come join you for an inning
thank you,
or two.
Lady Genius. It's always good to have a friend. I think these Saints would like a friend now. Down by 4, bases loaded against them. With no outs in this one. Top of 5, Jensen on the mound. But the heat's impacting everybody here. We've got some switches. So we've got Yinger at catcher. A little extra feedback since you joined. No offense here. Let's see. Definitely. Let me check your settings. Oh, yeah. You just turned up a little hot there, my lady.
There you go. It is hot out here. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
These boys have to be tired. It's hot just sitting in the sun, let alone playing in the sun.
Yeah, I think they're visibly tired, and I'm sure they're all tired, right? But when you're having the innings that they're having, and this one's, we're hoping to find some momentum, I would say, after their first few innings. The momentum is not the direction we want to see it going here. Saints down by 5. 2 runners in scoring position with 0 outs. Zach Jensen doing a good job on the mound here. Got us out of the last one.
He did. Very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
We need some outs here, though.
I've never seen a triple play, and I'm not sure how that would happen, but I'd like to see one.
Me too. I'd give everyone a lot of energy, I think. Nice pitch by Zach Jensen.
At the bat here is number 9 in their order, Wagner. He's a DH here for Connolly, who's playing right field tonight. Another great pitch.
2 in a row. We'll take one more.
Two and a half innings in on the softball game. Saints are up 1-0 over the Riceville Wildcats.
Nice job, Zach. I think he was listening to me. Great job, Zach Jensen.
Who was listening?
Zach was. I just had said I'd love another one of those.
And he delivered.
He did.
Everyone listens to Lady Genius. Everybody.
Oh.
Back to the top of the order. Coda, 27, center fielder.
I like seeing that they're changing out the catchers.
It gets hot.
It does get hot wearing all that extra stuff.
You know, and that's the beauty of having 2 guys that are really, really capable, you
Yep.
know, is that, hey, you know what, just take a breather. We don't want to wear you out. We got more baseball coming beyond the day, too. But if there's a chance to.
Ooh, that looked good.
Sure did. Great pitch by Jensen.
He's doing a great job for a freshman.
You know what I miss about my old phone is the black screen that I can just lean it over and use it as a mirror to see what little Debbie says. And I'm sure there's a setting for that. I just got to figure it out.
Where's the Debbie mirror?
I didn't hang her up. Today. Just, have that extra cam. It is a lot of work.
Oh, the Debbie cam, yeah.
The Debbie cam, yeah.
But don't you have the mirror?
Don't. That's a sore subject.
Oh. What happened to the Debbie? Can we
It's
talk
gone.
about it?
Let's just say it's gone.
Man, we should get one of those bike mirrors, that's already long and angled.
Maybe we should.
Maybe something.
Got a handle for it. Oh, boy. Gets past Gus. Through the infield. Colton Winia. Shallow left field. Another run scores. A single for Coda. And once again, runners at first and third with one out. Top of 5. Saints down by 6 in this one.
Something on the ground. What do you think that was?
I don't know. The catchers kind of have a little earpiece.
I know Landon just handed it to the ump. I'm not sure.
If you look in his back pocket, he's got a little, I don't know if it's a transmitter or battery pack or whatever. They have the right to have an earpiece in, but he is looking at Meyer. Meyer's got a microphone on him.
Mm-hmm. Nice stop by Landon Yinger.
Yeah, we're not even going to fake a throw down with that. He just got to keep that ball in front of him. So, smart team. Bunting team. Do they have a play here with runners on second and third? They've extended the lead to 6-0 in this.
Foul ball.
They're probably beginning to feel fairly secure with that lead, but would love to put a couple more runs on the board. I'm sure they exchanged that for an out. So let's see what these guys do. Number 1, Trundle up to bat, playing second base tonight. And sure enough, a bunt is what it is.
Do we get the out at first?
Oh, boy, that's a tough
for
throw.
An out at third. Don't quite get it, but nice attempt.
Support of the quarter, just really, really smart baseball player. He sees the bunt. He's like, you know what? My job is at third base. As Gus charges the bunt and abandons third base, Porter gets there. They have a chance to get an out there on that, the third out on that one, but they do get an out on that one and converts to another run for the Keyhawks. The Keyhawks now lead by 7-0 over these Saints. Lady Genius, you have spent a lot of time watching boys play baseball in your lifetime.
Yes, we have.
And I got to tell you, as a spectator early on and as a coach later on, I don't know what it is about the Heat, but it seems like Saints players like it less than other players.
It does
like the Heat just seems like it has a greater impact on our teams.
It does. That has been consistent from Bandits all the way up.
It sure has.
We could be playing great all season, and then we hit August, and we hit an 85-degree day, and all of a sudden, we just can't play. There's just no energy. I don't know what it is. It's probably because we're in the very northern part, We're used to cool temperatures more than these teams a little south.
Maybe. Although I'd hate to be wearing dark purple right now.
Yeah, I'd really hate to be those umps in all black. Whew. That's got to be a killer. But it's true. I remember the first Bandits group had been having an amazing season. And then we headed down to state, and it was like 90, 100 degrees, and we just got destroyed by everyone.
Yeah, it just felt like you just couldn't get cooled off, and I just don't. It just, I mean, you could just see it in. Well, we know what heat looks like.
Oh, we have a pickle.
You got to get him. There you go. You got to go. Well, you. Oh, there we go. Get the third out before he scores. Okay, so smart play. I was thinking, why are we not going for it? Because we're going to get the out here before he scores, which we did.
Yes, Nolan, get him, kid, get him. You do it, little buddy.
And that gets us out of a really rough Saints inning. Saints allow 4 runs that inning. By the way, Saints don't allow 4 runs in a lot of games. And it happened there. So, hey, we're out of the inning. Good news. Take a breath of fresh air. Saints just need to go find a way to get 7 runs here. Bottom of 6. Bottom of 5. I'm not sure why we're showing 6 on this board. Bottom of 5 coming up. Saints down 0-7. We'll be right back after this.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Thank you, Focus Insurance Team, for your contributions to keep this Saints TV broadcast free to watch. I think I'm getting hot, too. Riceville's up, top of 3 in the softball game. 3-1. Riceville leads in that one here. The Keyhawks are visiting these St. Ansgar Saints and up by 7. Now would be a good time to note the shoes you see there at first base. Boy, my camera's not adjusting the way I want it to. Oh, it's just too far down to get to those shoes, I guess. All right, Colton Winnie up to bat here. 1-2 is the count. Pitcher catch flip flop. Call that. Well played by Key. Great job by Winnie. Get the bat on the ball. Give him a good hard hit. Make him make a play. Colton did his job. They did their job. Out number 1 here at the bottom of 5. Scoreboard says 6, right? We're in the bottom of 5, right? My scoreboard says 6. Sweetsaw follows that one off behind him. Bringing the count to 2-2. There's a good play there by Porter. Another hard hit ball to the infield. Sneaks past third baseman Moss. And Porter finds his way on the base. We just needed to get something started here. That might be the start we need. Porter was due for a hit. Landon Yinger up to bat here for the Saints. He's catching. Now, we haven't seen this pitcher, but I'll tell you, I don't like Landon's leadoff there because we don't know what he's got. Well, I'm sorry, I said Landon. I do it all the time. It's Porter the quarter. Porter, smart baseball player. Yinger up to bat. 0-1 is the count. Porter pretty good at reading that pitcher's motions. Trundle unable to get him out there in partnership with Darling at first. Oh, that's a line drive direct. Center field catches it, makes the out, tries to get the play at first, but that ball's overthrown. And Sweetsaw advances to second base. Good news, Sweetsaw's at second. Bad news, Saints now have 2 outs. You got to get to know Joe Clevenger. Happiest guy on the team, up to bat here. Number 9 in the order. Number 1 in our hearts. Porter Sweetsaw on second. Joe Clevenger at the plate. Watches that one go by. Strike is the call. 0-1 is the count. Saints down by 7. If you're just joining us, Keyhawks score 2 in the second. 1 in the third. Again, great infield play here by these Keyhawks. And these hard-to-hit infield balls. Saints are doing what they need to do. Hit the top half of the ball, put that thing into play. Don't give them an easy pop fly. Make them earn it. These Hawks are earning it. 7-0. Hawks lead. Top of 6. Coming up. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Thank you, Johnson Oil, for your generous contributions to keep Saints TV free to watch. Zachary Jensen still on the mound here, just a freshman for the Saints. 0-1 is the count. After number 7, Seats left fielder fouls that one off. Swing and miss makes that an 0-2 count. Jay Sweesaw puts his turbo on, but can't quite get there in time to catch that one. So 0-2 remains the count on that foul ball. Seats hitting cleanup today, number 4 in the order. Jensen giving him a little something to think about on that one. Oh, great pitch. Great pitch. I don't think, maybe I can catch a reflection here, but I want to know what that kid's throwing. Darling up to bat. Playing first base tonight, this afternoon. Great Jensen pitch. One on one's count here with 1 out. Last score update I had on the softball game, which is also being streamed here on Saints TV. Great pitch, Jensen. The Saints down 1-3 in the 3rd inning. Full count here in Darling. And he's going to take a free base on this one. Up to bat, Mutterman, who started the day catching and has now moved to the pitcher position. Glove doesn't move much. Overthrown ball. Runner advances. Great pitch by Jensen. 1-1's count. The hits foul count is 1-2. Martiman pitching. Defensively. Start of the day catching. He is at bat here. I'd like to have a boy named Mo in these stands with us. Mo has all the data. What happened last time this kid was up? What about the time before that? Shared some data earlier, but based on what Bound gave us.
Oh,
3-2 is the count. That one looks a little low. And with the count full, Zachary Jensen. Get us out here, kid. That one in the dirt won't do it, but it's a chance to double play. Meyer going to visit the mound here. Maybe making a change here. I see 13 on the jersey coming out. Saints sophomore, Hudson Sparrow. Sleeve on the arm. Looks like he's ready to go. Saw Sparrow warming up earlier. Hoping he's still warm, although a day like today when it's 80-something outside, probably pretty easy to stay warm. Saints have seen their share of pitchers today. This one started with gotta go way back. Did we start with Gus today? Where do we start? What? Riker, that's right, that's right. I knew that. I just forgot it. From Riker to Mason, from Mason to Jensen, and from Jensen to Sparrow. Seen Sparrow play ball for a lot of years. He's good at managing base runners. Good at locating pitches. Pitching to the likes of a key team who's very disciplined at the plate. Can hit the ball hard. Hasn't seen a lot of hitters like this before, so this will be good experience for him. Number 7 in the order, Fan. Playing shortstop tonight. 6 on the jersey, up to bat. Runners on first and second. Yinger, freshman behind the plate. Sparrow, sophomore on the mound. Got a freshman at shortstop. Got some youth out there. Great pitch. Faye moves out of the way of that one. Comes across the plate as strike one. Get that strike two. Sparrow off to a good start here. Got third strike, but first base is occupied. Therefore, that goes down as a strikeout. Great job, Hudson Sparrow. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. It's the second out here of the inning, and that brings up number 11, Moss. Runners advance. With runners advancing, there's no longer a force at 1, 2, and 3. There's a force only at 1, and the Saints. That's a strike. Hudson Sparrow doing a great job on the mound here. Great pitch, comes through the zone and just drops into the dirt. That's 3 outs. Everyone's seemed a little slow to believe it could happen that fast. Hudson Sparrow 7 pitches in relief of Jensen in that one. Gets a couple outs here for the Saints, enough to get us out of the top of 6. Bringing us into the bottom of the 6 where the Saints hope to score a bunch. We'll be back with that right after this message from our generous Saints TV sponsors.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Thank you, Damaris Hardware, for your generous contributions to keep Saints TV free to watch. We're here in the bottom of 6. Saints need a bunch of runs, down by 7 against these Keyhawks. We're at the top of the order. Gus Walk. Those pitches have been getting called strikes here as of late. We saw this happen last night as well. The low pitches getting called strikes, and I would say they're being consistent at this point, leaving Gus feeling like he needs to defend that a little bit. Umpires say no, he did not swing on that. The count's 1-1. Senior Gus Walk in 2-strike approach. Got to protect. Got a bat on it. Right out to center field. Caught for out number 1 here in the bottom of 6. Schnabel. Center fielder. Up to bat here for these Saints. Fastball strike. Schnabel quick, but not quick enough. A good play by the shortstop on that one, and that is out number 2, bringing up number 5, Jace Sweesaw. Jace was ready, but just didn't feel that was in the zone. Lets it go by, and Mr. Jim Hansen says it was. Sweesaw swings and effectively bunts that one. The Hawks 24 pitches into their ace pitcher here. Ends the bottom of 6 for the Saints, bringing us to the top of 7. And we will be back right after this with a softball update as well.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how...
Thanks, Patterson Seed. Appreciate your contributions. On the mound, Hudson Sparrow. That one outside. Number 8, Moss up to, I take it back, Wagner up to bat. He is number 9 batter in the order here. DHing for Conley, who's in right field tonight. Softball update, bottom of 4. Saints are down 9-2. Riceville beating the Saints there over in Riceville. Great pitch by Sparrow on that one. Sparrow doing a great job on the mound here so far. That's ball 4. Wagner will take his base on that one, taking us to the top of the order. Coda, number 27, playing center field today. Great pitch. Runner. Ball comes out. Runner safe at second. It was an old stat. If you're just joining us, we talk about this stat quite often. If the first batter in an inning gets walked, it's a 30% chance that he will not score. He swung. He did swing. Yes, he did swing. All right, so we're just taking a little break here. Get our umpire a little water. These guys are all dressed in black. And
Are you having fun?
this reminds you of the days of old, doesn't it, ladies? T-ball, playing in the dirt. Trey Johans, just a lover of people. Taking care of the umpire there. Attaboy, Trey. 1-2 is the count. Batter swung at that as a runner takes off running to steal second base. I'll say this, like I do have a hard time following the game from time to time, and well, Hudson may need to go back to the bullpen and warm up again after this. All right, runner on second. He stole his way there after being walked. Batter's got a 1-2 count. He did swing at the last one. One goes outside. Landon Yinger, great job keeping it in front of you. Two-two's count. Runner on second, not straying too far here. Swing and a miss. That's the number one guy in the order. Coda goes down swinging. That brings up Trundle. Second baseman. One out here, top of 7. Showing bunt. The call is strike. Trundle just a sophomore. 13 strikeouts so far this year. 226 average, a 310 on base percentage. Talked about that the other night where a pitcher is just used to throwing the ball really hard on target. And when you lighten up just a little bit, sometimes it throws that throw off. He's leading off, had an opportunity to get him. Suspect he won't lead off quite so far. Pitch goes over, not over the glove, but bounces off the top of the glove of Yinger. All right, back to work here. Hudson Sparrow, 1-on-1's the count. Sparrow's not super interested in letting this kid score here on second. 1 out here. 2-1 is the count. Saints down by 7. Runner was going early. And that bunt was meant to score 1. Full count here. Sparrow needs to find a way. Great job, Jay Sweesaw. Runner scored. Nothing you could do about that. But Jace, we saw knew. I got the ball. I'm in the baseline. I'm in the path of the runner. We're going to get the out. So he gets the out. Runner scores. Saints are down by 8, but we have 2 outs in this one and no runners on base. Sparrow will just focus on the batter. Number 23, Coda. Who was pitching earlier but catching now. Great pitch. Something tricky about that pitch. That guy's backing out of the box. Coming in across the zone. Through the zone. Nothing hurt. Nobody on base. 1-on-1's the count. Looked to be a pretty good pitch. This is Sparrow's first pitching appearance of the season. Varsity pitching appearance, I should say. We've seen him pitch some JV games, but great job. Way to finish up, top of 7. That gives us the bottom of 7 to go earn a bunch of runs. Saints are in a hole. They hope to find their way out of it in the bottom of 7. Saints down 0-8. We'll be back right after this with the grand finale. Don't go anywhere.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
No, the EJ has an app available to download in your app store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. K Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
All right, back up to bat, Riker Hoffman for these Saints. We said earlier they need a bunch of runs, and we are going up against number 2, Mutterman, who started the game catching. Statistically, the ace pitcher here for these guys. They got some good pitchers on this crew. It's a good team. These guys would love to play against quality teams. It's a nice opportunity to do just that here today in St. Ansgar. We know that Key came a long way to be here to play us. So let's give him a whale of an inning here, shall we? 2-2's count. A long stride when he throws that ball. Gives him a little extra zip. Ball 4. Hoffman will take his base. Myers going to call time, and with his tender ankle. Find a runner for him. Let's go with number 27, Kane Dietrich. I like that move. Smart runner, very young. With a seasoned team like the one we're playing right now. Kane needs to be smart on a potential pickoff move, and they might test him early. Not on that pitch. One ball, one strike on Vroom. Good hard hit ball makes its way deep in the left field for easy catch. Keeps Kane Dietrich stranded on first. Up to bat, number 12, sophomore. Colton T. Winia. Camera wasn't quick enough to capture that, but Keats seemed to think they got Kane Dietrich out at first. On the back pick from the catcher. But he's still safely waiting for Winia to hit him in. One out here, bottom of 7. Just joining us. Keyhawks, second inning scored 2, third inning score 1, fifth inning score 4, and in the 7th, score 1, and that is going to end our game. Double play. Colton Winia does his job. He's just getting a bat on the ball. He's doing great work there. I'll say early on in the season, you're playing, I'll say maybe less seasoned teams early in the season. Dude, there's a few mistakes that you were taking advantage of. We did a lot of that the first week. Felt like we're the most seasoned team at that time. Well, these guys have been, they started their season earlier than we did. Have more games under their belt, but they're always a well-coached team, always play well. We love playing a team like Key because playing a team like this just makes us better. Of course, we don't love losing 8-0, but between the game last night versus Newman, the team today versus Key, I think we take that game all day, every day, versus teams that we know that we can beat or that we know we're going to make a lot of errors. These guys are good. I'm guessing we're going to see them again here sometime as we head into the postseason. So here we are, Saturday afternoon. To all you dads out there, happy Dad's Day tomorrow. You know what? All you moms, we couldn't be dads without you too. So happy Dad's Day to the moms out there as well. I may have a final update on the softball score. Let's take a quick look at that here before I'm done. Saints defeated 2-10 in Riceville. That's the Lady Saints softball team. Winners here today. The Keyhawks, 8-0 over the St. Ansgar Saints. And we are going to take a break tomorrow for Father's Day. Enjoy your Father's Day, moms, dads, kids, whatever it is you do for fun that your dad makes you do. Whoa, we got a little wire problem there. I'm not sure what's going on. Lady Genius is helping me pack up here. Then Monday, we're going to Central Springs, so we hope to see you there. But if not, there's Saints TV for that. Make sure your alerts are on so that you get notified when we push these streams out there. Usually we do it in the morning of a game because, well, you just never know. Schedule movements, things like that. For now, Candle Genius over and out. Keyhawks win 8-0 over these Saints. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Father's Day. We'll see you on Monday. Ta-ta.